Okay, Pavel, thank you very much for a very nice presentation and some very good case studies there. Certainly encourage, this is something that's very much on our radar with planning projects, and encourage any operations or developing projects to consider this as early as possible so you can plan your mine accordingly.
Yes.
Thank you. The next presenter we have is Mr. Thomas Newman, who's Managing Director for Artel.pro. He's a specialist advisor to the Continental Conveying Group, who he worked with directly for many years and is based in Germany. He has set up conveyor engineering offices and provided conveyor solutions over an extended period, including a focus on Eastern Europe. His presentation is going to provide an overview of the opportunities for reduced operating costs for very long and deep conveyor and predictive maintenance monitoring solutions, which are becoming more and more relevant with new mines getting deeper and more challenging. So I'll hand it over to you, Thomas.
Hello to all listeners and viewers today. It's a really challenge to participate on this online way of doing such a conference. Yes, today I will share with you some ideas, some information, some new developments that the company Continental, beside the tire business, is doing, and we will talk about solutions for conveyors. And conveyors and minings are very, how to say, very hard connected, and I would like to, yes, I have found, I think, the switch to switching the slides, yes, in the beginning I would like to introduce a little bit the ContiTech group inside of the Continental Corporation. ContiTech is a company connected with technical rubbers and with electronic solutions, and the ContiTech is on the way to do this, what you can see here on the picture screen, to connect the products they are producing over years already, together with electronics, mainly coming out of the automotive industry, put it together with services, and present to the customers new smart solutions. And these smart solutions can give you financial profit and savings if you are using them. About the conveyor group, the conveying solutions is the new name of the conveyor belt group. And as you can see, the conveyor belt group and now the conveying solutions group is producing $1 billion belts per year in more than 20 locations worldwide. Beside the conveyor belt production, the group is presenting and doing services along the process chain. It means starting with excavation, with feeding the crushers, conveying, doing steep angle conveying, doing long distance conveying, and in the processing works as well. And of course, in the storaging and distribution areas, you will find always conveyors. And for all this kind of conveyors, Continental is offering the right belt and the right solution for your needs. What is new? The new is that we are looking to the belt in a 360 degrees way. And it means that we are offering not only, as I said already, the belts, we are offering the engineering support for OEMs and for the end customers. We are offering the field service as well, mainly with local workforces. We are offering service materials, and of course, and I would like to talk a little bit more detailed about the monitoring stuff. And based on the monitoring and all this other together, we are offering the smart services. And give you an idea what does this means. I am going ahead. The most idea to use conveyors is to reduce the total cost of ownership. And the total cost of ownership is always a look to the belt and to a product, not only on the cheapest way, but on the way of considering all costs that raising during the lifetime of the belt, and putting our 360 degrees view on the conveyor, on the belt. We are believing that if we are supplying the belt, if we are doing the local installation, if we will be included in regular service activities, and if we can have a chance to do belt monitoring, then we can offer for you very interesting solutions, even money saving solutions, even if you have done already the step out of the truck transport into the conveying continuously transport. And even if you are using discontinuously transport, you can earn an additional money using even these services. And why this is so? Because it is very important to have in mind that in any mine operation, a very huge share of the costs will be connected with transport. And that's why, of course, it is useful to use conveyors as well. And if you are using conveyors, you have a single line for a full capacity of your mine or your transport line. And even in these cases, if you have very long conveyors, and you can have conveyors with a length of 30 kilometers in one piece, or if you have steep angle conveyors, as you can see on the right side, with up to 40 degrees angle. Of course, these conveyors are under very hard working conditions, and for these conveyors, I think it is very useful to have systems predicting the lifetime, checking and monitoring the working conditions, and based on this information, the systems can, in very early stage, find problems, find failures with the cords inside of the rubber, with the splices between the belt segments, and of course detect belt rips. These are the three main topics if you have very long and steep conveyors. The systems are working permanently, and they are giving to you the safety and the security that the belt is running smoothly. Of course, the same system is running in mobile way, but for any system, the results are the same. Yeah, you are getting a very interesting and good-looking report, and in this report, you will find all informations about the degree of the failure, the position where it is located, and you can imagine 20 kilometers belt. It is very important to know where the failures are. And of course, we are fixing the time when we measure it, the failures, and then you can easily calculate the service time prediction. Yes, this is the picture about the mobile device, which can measure the same failures as well. And here are the nice guy and the scanner visible nearby conveyor belts as well. What is important to have in mind that these protocols are available to you every time, of course. And in addition to this report and monitoring, we are offering to the clients an additional tool, and we are believing that with this tool you can earn additional money. This tool gives you the possibility to put all your monitored data in. You can put in all your technical data you are having beside the belt for the idlers, for the drives, for the screeners, and for all assemblies of a conveyor you can put into the system to have this data always available in mobile style. And you can easily organize a very, very smooth exchange of information about problems with the end user, with your distributor, with your service partner, and with us as the producer of this belt. Yeah, and of course, your question is why we are offering so and why this is very important for you. Yes, because you will have full transparency of your equipment. You will have the minimal total cost of ownership and be sure that you have done everything what you can do. You will have, of course, better cash flow and reduced and minimized unexpected downtimes, what is always the heaviest problem in sites, in mining sites. Yes, in the end, 4 slides about 2 projects we have done in 2019 and 2018, which are interesting maybe for the miners in the team of listeners and viewers. This one is the we supplied last year the ST10000. It means this is the heaviest belt worldwide for a project in Chile. Together with this belt, we are supplied 8 monitoring systems, this Conti Rib Protect and Conti Cord Protect systems, which we will be installed at this site. And this heaviest belt in the world is now running in Chile. And what is very important, that the quality of the splices is extremely high, and the splice efficiency, what is very important for the lifetime of the belt, reached 60%, and this is a really world record for such a belt and for such a heavy belt. Yes, and what is also, I think, very interesting in mining and absolutely new, these are the vertical conveyors of Continental. Another brand of flexible Continental is providing this kind of belts already more than 30 years. But this application is very interesting because of the lifting height. The lifting height is 400 meters, and with a capacity of 200 tons per hour, this vertical conveyor is elevating gold ore. And I think this is a very nice and very interesting, very energy efficient installation located in Mexico, in Fresnillo, and this is a very, very nice opportunity to elevate a very huge bulk stream to a new to the surface of the earth, and to have this very efficient with this very small shaft. You can do it, and you can easily install this vertical conveyor as example in the ventilation shaft. Yeah, that's all for today, and some ideas I hope for you can be very helpful. And please come back to me if you have further questions. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for the team.
Thomas, the presentation there. It wasn't planned, but Fresnillo mine came up on the first 2 presentations. So
yeah, absolutely. I checked this. Yeah.
The also your vertical conveyor solutions come up more frequently on our projects. So it's something we need to keep learning more about, so that we can keep our clients informed on those solutions. So,
yes, yes, I think it is absolutely worth, because last year I have got a question why you have developed this very high tension belt, this ST10000 for the Chile project. Yeah, maybe this will be the only one application worldwide you are using such kind of belt. Yeah, but it is always important to have in mind if you are developing such a cutting edge technology, you are always can use this splicing as example technology that you are developing for this kind of belt in vertical conveying as well. Yeah, and this was the, how to say, this new developed splicing technology for the ST10000 was how to say, the base to increase the possibilities of the vertical conveying, as I can, or if we, yes, we can see it in this Mexico case.
Excellent. Oh, well, I'll be in touch later to talk further on the possibilities. Thank you very much, Thomas.
Thank you.
Our next presenter